Thank you for tapping in with Mr. You Dig, and I hope all is good with you. And welcome to my channel, where the content I'm going to be sharing with you is revealing the issues and behaviors and characters that's reflecting and affected the Black community for decades. Now, it's yielding and guiding and empowering our brothers and sisters into taking positive action steps and addressing these issues and characters and behaviors, work that is very much needed. Now, if any of the videos I post doesn't resonate with you, be nice. Stop the video and get gone. Now, I ain't no saint now. I have some opinions of my own, but I'd like to know yours. So feel free to drop a comment, like, share, and subscribe, especially if you can relate or disagree to the content that I'm about to share. I, for one, think that evaluation can yield elevation with determination and motivation. You agree? Gratitude for tapping in with Mr. You Dig.
Y'all dudes be almost 40, 50 years old still playing games with good women. Papa, grow up. You almost dead.
One of your initial classes, one of the first classes you had, you noticed that it was predominantly non-Black women who were going in there studying Black men.
I started teaching a Black male course because it was needed. I'm looking at these young brothers who were getting accepted, and a lot of them were, dropping out. A lot of them really didn't have any support structure on how to navigate college. So I created this class alongside a student group for Black males and began to implement that. And early on, what I found was I had more Black women than men, which, numerically is no surprise. That tends to be the case anyway, as far as the enrollment in school. My initial training in my doctorate was as a feminist. I hadn't dealt with gender prior to my doctorate, so I came in with that framework. The only way I knew how to deal with gender was through kind of what she taught me. So I'm teaching this Black male class using this approach I got in grad school, and I'm watching the numbers of Black males dwindle. I'm seeing the Black males in my class looking at the ground, just kind of disconnected, and I'm seeing the women more and more excited. And what I realized was that it was becoming a class where the young ladies were using me to finger wag at the men. But when I started to actually ask the men what their perspectives were, and I started to kind of change the narrative, and after a couple of years, I noticed the number of Black women dropped dramatically. The number of Black males started to increase. Within the next couple of years after that, I noticed I started to get this population of white women.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were there. And when I began to kind of ask them, in the hallways, under the, why are you taking this class? And I started to find, well, my boyfriend is, and I want to understand him and his family, or, I'm trying to date some of the men on the basketball team or football team or whatever, but I don't understand them. So they were doing research. They're getting A's. It's a weird thing where I got to give A pluses to white women in a class on Black males because they are handling all the homework assignments and reading everything to a T. They're asking me about the citations that were made by the author. I'm like, good Lord. But they were serious. And I would say, another 3 or 4 years after that, I noticed the population shifted from, white women to Latina. And the Latinas were coming in with the same kind of intensity, the same kind of questions, the same motivation.
You're literally telling me that you had a class that was dedicated to Black men, where Black women have an opportunity to study their men, understand what they're going through, understand how to relate to them better. And instead of us doing that, you have other women of other ethnic groups, other races going in, taking note, using it as ammo to get the quote-unquote best men out there. Yeah. So it's like, how can you compete with that? This is based upon what you just said. It's like, this is why they are winning our men. If that is such a big complaint, this is why these other women, white women, Latinas, Asians, this is why they are winning or stealing, however you want to put it, our men. Because they're actually interested in their interest.
If you want to piss a Black woman off, just tell her the truth. I promise you, she'll get mad. And that might sound crazy. Who would get mad at the truth? How can you argue with the truth? Black women. It is our kryptonite. It is like diarrhea to the mouth. It's like diarrhea to the soul. We have this disdain thing when it comes to the truth. We can't handle the truth. We don't tell the truth. We don't want to hold each other accountable. We don't want to hold ourselves accountable. Anything that involves having to face reality, face what really is, we don't like it. And Black women who struggle with that, they will, again, when they don't like the truth, when they can't handle the truth, they will try to tell you the truth is not the truth. The sky is not blue when we know it's blue. You know what I'm saying? You can look up a stat and show the stats, and they'll still argue and say, well, maybe it's right there. And that's my problem when women are like, show me the stats. You can show the stats, you can say the stats, and people will still argue with the stat because they don't want to face the reality of this is what it is. Black women, we are at the bottom when it comes to marital rates, single parent homes, obesity rates. Like, those things are facts. But some way, somehow, we will still argue with the fact instead of just doing the work to change all of that. But again, the need to be right, the insults, the shaming, all of those things to make us, to try to make yourself feel better, is damaging. And it's keeping us at the bottom.
Our elder women in our family traded our fathers for government assistance. You're the most argumentative women in the dating pool. You would much rather have a $3,000 purse than a $500 ring. You're more willing to justify my bad behavior if it benefits our family but tears down the community. It's more popular to be a bad bitch than a wife. It is more honorable to you for me to unalive a man to defend your honor rather than de-escalate and come home to our family. Wait, babe. I'm just practicing for my TikTok. I'm not even recording. Oh, shit.
Black men, be strong enough to walk away from what's hurting you. Be patient enough to wait for the blessings that you deserve. And always remember that your current situation is not your final destination. Black men, the best is yet to come. I love you, black men.
Looking at the men like that we see as rich and wealthy, the athletes, the basketball players, the football players, the rappers, they get a little money and they decide they want a white wife. Nothing wrong with that. Do what you do. Like what you like. I'm not mad at you.
Because I'm the prize. Where are your results then? If you the prize, who the prize winner? If you the prize, where is the collector of the prize?
Compact that.
What you looking at, bitch? You're right, I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come, and I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won.